Hey guys, it's Zend here and welcome back to another Kitchen Table Magic deck tech. This is a mono black zombie deck that I have for you guys. This is featuring some of the cool zombies from my past. The deck used to be quite aggressive, used to get off the ground fairly early. Obviously with Dark Ritual in a mono black deck, it's going to be able to get a fair bit of ramp out of it. But there was a few graveyard tricks, a lot of anthems, and a lot of anti-zombie hate that was in the deck. So as always, it's just the main deck, no sideboards in this one. Just going to touch over the deck here, and hopefully you guys enjoy the video. So we start off the lineup with a 4 of Noxious Ghoul, which is for 5, 3 and 2 black. It's a 3/3 zombie, with whenever Noxious Ghoul or another zombie comes into play, all non-zombie creatures get -1/-1 until end of turn. So if you have multiple out, when you play a zombie, if you got 2 out, it's -2. If you've got 3 out, it's -3. If you've got 4 out, it's -4. You get the idea. Just a blanket -1 for all of the non-zombies that we're playing up against. Really, really cool card. Absolute all-star. Undead Warchief for 4, 2 and 2 black. It's a 1/1 zombie. With zombie spells you play cost 1 less to play, and zombies you control get +2/+1. The Anthem effect on this was often really cool, but making all of our zombies cheaper to play was also really important too. Soulless one in a 4 of, for 4, 3 and a black. It's a star zombie avatar. Soulless one's power and toughness are each equal to the number of zombies on the battlefield, plus the number of zombies in all graveyards. In the mid to late game, this can be quite large, but if the deck plays out the way it's supposed to, we've already got a few zombies in the graveyard by the time we play this guy anyway. Gravedigger in a 4 of, for 4, 3 and a black. It's a 2/2 zombie with when Gravedigger comes into play, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Just that little bit of grave recursion, which is pretty good. 3 copies of Zombie Trailblazer, which is for 3 black. It's a 2/2 zombie. Tap and untap zombie you control, target land becomes a swamp until end of turn. Tap and untap zombie you control, and target creature gains swamp walk until end of turn. Shepherd of Rot in a 3 of, 2, 1 and a black. It's a 1/1 zombie cleric with tap. Each opponent loses 1 life for each zombie on the battlefield. 3 copies of Skin Thinner, which is for 2, 1 and a black. It's a 2/1 with morph, so you can play it for 3 face down, and it's 2/2. When it's turned face up for 5, so 3 and 2 black, if you turn it face up, you destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. 4 copies of Gem Palm Polluter, which is for 6, 5 and a black. It's a 4/3 zombie, but it's not important because we're running it for its cycle ability, which is pay 2 black to discard it and draw a card. And when you do cycle it, you have target player lose 1 life for each zombie in play. Again, like the Shepherd of Rot, just being able to increase the damage output that the deck has, as well as drawing us a card, which is really good. Buried Alive in a 4 of, which is for 3, 2 and a black. It's at sorcery speed. You search your library for up to 3 creature cards and put them into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Synergizing well with the Soulless one, as well as the Gravedigger, just to be able to kind of tutor for creatures through our deck, but it also comes in really handy with one of the cards coming up. So Dark Ritual, we're also running a 4 of, for 1 black. At instant speed, you add 3 black to your mana pool, and then this card, Patriarch's Bidding, is the reason I'm running so many Buried Alives, and it was kind of the game plan of the deck, or the biggest win con, essentially, of the deck. So Patriarch's Bidding is for 5, 3 and 2 black. At sorcery speed, each player chooses a creature type, and then each player returns all creature cards of a chosen type, this way, from his or her graveyard to play. So before we're playing this, we've already played a couple of copies of Buried Alive, we've got all the Noxious Ghouls in the bin, a Gem Palm that we've already cycled, and a couple of Undead Warships or something like that. We play the Patriarch's Bidding, and then we're just dumping all of these zombies onto the battlefield. Effectively sweeping the board because of all the -1s that they're going to get from the Noxious Ghouls hitting. They're all going to be huge, so we're probably going to be swinging for lethal on the following turn. The Soulless ones are going to be big regardless, and Shepherd of Rot is going to be able to tap for even more. So Patriarch's Bidding, insanely cool card. I only ever ran 2 copies of it because there was quite a lot of deck thinning in the deck, so we'd usually get to it or the game would be ending anyway, whether we win or lose. But yeah, Patriarch's Bidding, absolutely love this card. It was great. And to finish off the non-land cards, 2 copies of Vengeful Dead, which is for 4, 3 and a black. It's a 3/2 zombie with whenever Vengeful Dead or another zombie is put into a graveyard from play, each opponent loses 1 life. Again, just another way to ping our opponent for damage, albeit a fairly expensive one. And 20 swamps just to finish off the deck. And another couple of things that used to see play in the deck were a couple of copies of Call to the Grave, which is for 5, 4 and a black. It's an enchantment that sits on the battlefield, and at the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-zombie creature. At the end of turn, if no creatures are in play, sacrifice Call to the Grave. The obvious synergy being us the only person with zombies, and us being the only people who ever get creatures, because we're just killing the creatures every turn. Call to the Grave, really, really good card. And a couple of copies of Cover of Darkness, which was for 2, 1 and a black. It's an enchantment that sits on the battlefield, and when it comes into play, you choose a creature type. So it comes into play, you can choose zombies, and creatures of the chosen type have fear, which means they can't be blocked except by black and or artifact creatures. If I was putting these in, I'd usually just add in a couple more swamps just to round out the deck, or a couple of copies of Cabal Ritual, which is the it's effectively a 2-mana Dark Ritual. The deck used to be a hell of a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching, guys. As always, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to see new videos as they were released. If you like what I do and you want to support the channel, you can throw me $1 on my Patreon at patreon.com/ZandersQuest. And I will see you guys in the next video. Keep questing, guys.